Welcome to Recreate the Plate. I'm Lisa, and today is Thanksgiving Eve, and we're going to be making one of my family's favorite recipes, which is sweet potato pie. So we're going to recreate that today, and let's get started. Okay, so this recipe makes two regular size pies. I like the Pillsbury, so I just buy the frozen Pillsbury pies, and normally in the past, I do not pre-bake these, and I've noticed that the crust always seems soggy. So today I'm going to actually pre-bake these and see how that turns out, see if that gives me a crunchier crust. So I'm just going to put these in the oven. I have the oven preheated to 350. We're going to just put those in for a few minutes, bake those while I'm mixing up the rest of the recipe. So this recipe calls for 2 cups of mashed sweet potatoes, and I did this part yesterday to get me ahead a little bit for today. So it takes about 1 pound of sweet potatoes per cup, and this uses 2 cups. So, and I actually cook my sweet potatoes in the microwave. I just wash them, poke them with a fork, and put them in for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then once they cool, I take the sweet potato, take the peelings off, just pull the peelings off. If you would like to see me do that part, just give a comment and I can show that part as well. But so this is 2 cups pre-measured of sweet potatoes. We're gonna put that right in the mixer. And I like to, if I have extra, like, you know, it's hard to judge how much to buy sometimes, how many sweet potatoes to buy. So if I have extra, I just freeze it, and then next time you want to make a pie, you just pull it out. That works pretty good. Struggling a bit here with this. You can kind of turn it inside out, but I'm just going to scrape it a little bit. Okay. There, that's 2 cups of sweet potatoes. And then 1 stick of butter, and this should be melted. I like to use real butter. It is salted. Pop it in the microwave. For about 30 seconds. And then we'll need 1.5 cups of sugar. I'll get this out and ready. Actually go ahead and okay, check. That looks good. I did it for 30 seconds in my microwave. There's some pieces in there, but I think that'll be okay. Okay, so I'm going to pour this in. Start mixing. Just going to do a slug. Now I'm going to slowly add in the 1.5 cups of sugar. I'm going to speed it up a bit. Just going to scrape the sides down. that's mixed up well. And now the recipe calls for 6 ounces of evaporated milk, and I cannot find 6 ounces, so this is a 12 ounce, and I'm just going to use half of a can. Measure that out. Okay. I'm going to pour that in really slowly. One tablespoon of vanilla. Take the lid off. One small box of instant vanilla pudding. And the last thing is 2 eggs. Isn't this the cutest little board? I absolutely love this little egg board. I'm going to break my eggs into this dish just to be sure I don't get any shell in them. Okay. Alright, that's good. I'm going to add those in one at a time. Scrape the edges down again. Make sure it's all mixed. That looks good. Show you. Okay. Gonna check the pie shells. They're puffing up. I think I should have maybe poked them with a fork, which I'm going to do now. Maybe that's why people do that. Look how they're puffing up. I don't think that's right. This is an experiment with the shells. I normally don't do that part. We'll wait on those to bake for a couple moments. Okay, I just took the pie shells out of the oven, and I didn't let them get real brown. They were just starting to brown, but they are crunchy. So I don't like the little hump in it, so I may try to just, I think it might crumble all up. I'm gonna leave it like it is. So I'm gonna mix this again because it's been sitting. Okay, I probably left the shells in maybe 10, 15 minutes. And now we're going to just pour it into the shells. I'm gonna scrape it off the bottom real good. Pour them into the shells. Try to get them as even as you can. Okay. That looks pretty good. This one seems to have a little bit more in it, so I may pick a couple spoonfuls. And just dip a little out. Add it over here. Try to even it up a little bit. Cover my whole up. A little swirl. Nice. Okay, I'm just gonna put them back in the 350 oven. Now they'll need to bake they bake a long time, for about 30 to 40 minutes. And you bake them until they are still a little jiggly in the center, and I'll show you when I bring them out. Set a timer for 30 minutes. Check them at 30. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. I'm gonna check them. And you see when I pull them how jiggly? That's way too jiggly. So they are supposed to be like Jell-O, but that's too much. Going back in for at least 10 more minutes. So the pies have been in an hour and 10 minutes. So we're gonna check them. Okay, they are looking good. I'm gonna try and jiggle. They do jiggle still a little in the center. They're looking good and done. I'm gonna take them out. We'll let these cool and then we'll give them a taste. Pies turned out amazing. They look great. Thank you guys for watching Recreate the Plate. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving.